All right, I want to get this out of the way first, and you'll know the people who didn't watch the video, who read the title and went right to the comments section, you'll know because I'm saying this right out of the gate. I don't think Nick Suzuki's overpaid. Okay, the reason I think this is a conversation is because of the article that came out a couple of weeks ago on The Athletic, a very reputable site. And I understand the system, the model, whatever, this and this that you want to talk about. I understand, okay? I just think, and I've said this many times before, there is no world to me where a 22-year-old who got 61 points and is making under $8 million should be on the 10 worst contracts list when guys like Milan Lucic and Sean Monahan aren't. Okay? So that's just my opinion. I know there's the model, there's the numbers, all this stuff. To me, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter to me. There's just no way Nick Suzuki should be on that list. But the reason we're having this conversation is because of that list. Because it makes you think, like, okay, I mean, is he overpaid then? Because this contract is kicking in right now. And again, this is a conversation that's even probably a little silly to be having now because he hasn't even had a chance to enter his prime and come in and prove that he's worth this contract. I think in the NHL lately, we've been too spoiled by guys like Connor McDavid, guys like Austin Matthews, guys like Elias Pettersson, where their first or second year in the league, they come in and they just light it on fire. Like, that's not how the league and young players in the NHL have been historically. That's not how this thing's been run. And I think this has just been an anomaly in the past few years, and we'll probably see it again with Connor Bedard if you see him and his lightning strike he's been shooting at the World Juniors lately. But, hey, this is a pattern in the NHL that is unusual because usually guys mature and develop into their physical prime at about 24, 25 years old, okay? Some guys, it's sometimes even a bit later, okay? I look at a guy like Sam Bennett who, yeah, he benefited from a change of scenery in Florida with the Panthers, but I also saw a guy who really matured physically and mentally in the game, and it led to a guy who now has a 30-goal season under his belt, truthfully. So, to me, Nick Suzuki, 23, is going to be entering his prime. He's going to be kissing it a little bit, okay? He's going to be giving it a little peck. By next year, the year after, he's going to be full on. He's going to be into it, okay? So, to me, I think this is the perfect time for his contract to kick in, and I don't see a world, again, like I said, a guy who's 23, he's going to be coming into a first-line center role with the Montreal Canadiens, maybe even a captaincy role, definitely a leadership role of some kind. He's had 3 very healthy seasons in the NHL. His most recent one, he scored over 20 goals, 61 points. Like, Habs fans, for a guy who's making, again, just under $8 million for the next 8 years, you can't tell me you wouldn't be happy if Nick Suzuki goes out there and pots 65 points every year. I know I would be very satisfied with that, especially if he's a great leader, he's very responsible on both sides of the puck, and he provides way more than just offense, which he does, okay? So 65 points, let's say that that's his ceiling offensively, I would be happy with that. Guess what, though? I don't think that's his ceiling offensively. I've seen a ton of poise. This kid's got huge ones, okay? He's hung like a horse in terms of he is really not scared of any pressure. We saw it last year in the bubble with the North Division when there was a tight race for the Montreal Canadiens to get into that playoff spot, battling with the Calgary Flames, and Suzuki really ponied up and he came to play. Okay, we also saw it in the playoffs. He was great last year. I don't think this kid's afraid of the pressure. He's not going to score 800 goals in the regular season like Austin Matthews, but when the games matter the most, he will step up, and that is priceless, okay? So, no, by no shred of the imagination do I think this kid is overpaid, and by no shred of the imagination, even now, before he's had a chance to prove this contract here, do I think he should be in any type of conversation about him being overpaid. Like, I mean, I like putting polls up for you guys on the channel here, and I think if I put up a poll just saying, is Nick Suzuki overpaid, maybe if you weren't trolling, maybe 99% of the people answering that poll would be saying no, he's not overpaid after they saw his new contract. I'm not really over it, to be honest with you. But, hey, because I'm seeing a few people talk about it, and a few people talking about, like, value per contract, value per dollar, this type of stuff in the analytics world. And I'm a big analytics guy. I do like analytics. I like the advanced numbers. I think they tell you a lot, okay? I'm happy with the NHL going down a pretty big Moneyball route type thing with the National Hockey League and its players. That being said, I think there's some players that the system or the model or whatever you want just gets absolutely wrong. And I think after this season, you won't be seeing this kid anywhere near those kind of lists. He will be 6 feet away from it, okay, if you get that reference. So I really think he's going to be a very awesome player. You guys know this. I've been peddling Nick Suzuki. I've been pumping his tires for months now. I'm not going to go through the whole... You guys know how I feel about number 14, the Montreal Canadiens. I think he should be the next captain. I think a ton of Habs Nation thinks that, except for the subset who thinks that it should be Brendan Gallagher or Joel Edmondson. But I think the majority of Habs fans think that Nick Suzuki's the right choice. I know a couple of people are saying, okay, he's too young, maybe wait a year or two, give it to Edmondson as a stopgap. Personally, I think he's ready. I think young NHL captains, it's not a new thing. Look at Landeskog, McDavid, Crosby, Taves, whoever you want. I think Suzuki's part of that group. I see Suzuki as a Jonathan Taves-esque guy. He's not going to light the league on fire, not going to get 100 points, but you're going to look at him and you're going to say, man, in his prime, Taves was a quality player, and I think Suzuki's of that ilk. Taves, Bergeron, that kind of guy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I want to hear it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.